Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. If you followed this channel for a while, you'd realise that we don't really do any night rides until now. The guys at Magic Shine have sent me two lights. So this is the first one, the MJ906S. This is obviously designed for going on the bike. And then secondly, we've got the HalfEight 2000. This is obviously going to go on my head. So combined of 2000 lumens on my head, 4,500 lumens on my bike. We should be able to turn night into day. Let's go fit them, check it out. Oi, oi. We found ourselves in the garage with a small dilemma, and that is the MJ906S or the HalfEight 2000. What one goes on our head? Now this one is 4,500 lumens. It's super lightweight, however it does have a battery pack, so therefore with that particular model you're probably going to have to wear a backpack if you were going to have it on your head. Obviously if that went on the bike, that could be strapped around the frame with a number of fixtures and fittings that they supply. This bad boy, the MJ906S, can actually work with your e-bike as well. So if you've got a Shimano, Bosch, Yamaha motor and a few others, it will actually fit, which means that you don't need to carry this extra battery pack because it will fit directly to your bike using this cable. There's an installation video on their website, so make sure you guys go check it out. This one is the HalfEight 2000 with 2000 lumens. Does that go on the bike or does that go on the head? The advantage we've got with this one is there is no battery pack, so quite simply, this can go on our helmet with no wires coming out the back of it or anything like that. The thing that I'm thinking is, if we've got 4,500 lumens on our head, wherever we look, we're going to see a lot clearer rather than relying on the handlebars to make the turn or whatever. I personally feel, rather than running this with the battery around the frame, I'm actually going to run this on top of my helmet. It's super lightweight, and it just means then we can have a cable going over my shoulder into the backpack. You won't really feel the weight or anything like that, and then therefore the HalfEight 2000 can go on the handlebars, so wherever the bars turn is going to shine up. So this one, the MJ906S battery pack, is going to go in my camelback. Then there's going to be a cable over my shoulder onto the light, which is then going to go on my head. And then this one we're just going to put on the handlebars. With this particular fixing, as you can see, it's right towards the back of the helmet, but it's not a problem because we can angle the fixing a number of different angles, so it'd be ideal to point further on down the trail. We've fitted the helmet light, obviously got the battery with the extensions that can go nicely in my backpack later on. Next step, we fit this to the handlebars, which is all ready and raring. Now we just got to wait on the darkness. I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, and guys, here we are. We're just about to enter the woods. I'm using the street lights, so hopefully you guys can sort of see what I'm saying, doing, all that good stuff. We've obviously got the backpack on, the camelback, which is where the battery is for this light. And then we've got the one on the handlebar to really help us through the night. I've got a chest cam as well, so hopefully we should get some bangers and we really get to test these lights out. Let's check it out. Hold that bad boy down. And into the darkness we go. It's going to be a little wet on the handlebar mount for now, so we can really check it out, and then we'll ride some techie trails and then go from there. Just starting off with a bit of flat for obvious reasons. I don't want to go hurtling on down something insane to start off with. It's 8:30 at night. As you can see, it's proper pitch dark. We've got, oh, flipping it, gorse bushes bloody everywhere. So we've done a little ride in. Before even doing a techie trail, we're just going to go straight into a little jump line. The biggest problem with a jump is obviously when the front wheel's up in the air, you need to look beyond it. So that's why I've gone for the slightly more powerful helmet light, and then I've put the bar light obviously on the bars. I've put you guys on my chest. We're going to try out this jump just down here. Wow, you realise how blind everything is. Yeah boy. So there's a step up followed by a double. Round the berm. What a sketch. And there we go, let's try out some of the trails. Yeah, it's definitely a little damp tonight, that's for sure. This is normally quite a hard packed berm. So I must point out to you guys, I'm obviously on my own for social distancing reasons. However, I have let people know where I'm coming. So you little ones out there, if you're going to go night riding, make sure you tell a loved one, tell your parents. This one is actually quite steep, but once again, it probably won't show it on camera. putting you guys on the chest. We're going to ride this trail again, and then we'll see what else we can find. On the old T2000, guys, you can sort of see we've got percentage. We've also got 3 modes. So we've obviously got the brightest, the weakest, and the middle of the road one. So we will obviously try the brightest once again. This trail is a lot steeper than it probably looks. Definitely helps knowing it for sure. We've got a couple of S-bends, and we go round, and then drops and jumps are the worst. So there's a drop, oh, there's a jump, because you can't really see the ins and the outs going into them. But there we go, we've survived onwards and longwards. So a bit of easy going far road before we get to the next sort of section. The hardest thing is, any little minuscule drop looks absolutely terrifying because you obviously just see loads of shadows. As I've ridden this place in the day, it certainly makes things a lot easier because I know my way around, but I wouldn't want to be doing this on my own in the middle of nowhere, somewhere I didn't know. I'm hoping on a GoPro you should be able to see how far I can see in front of me just on the bar mount. We've just got a normal fire road here. Oh God, note to self, if you start doing a wheelie, you can't really see that much, especially if your GoPro's in front of your head torch. What a novice. What a loonhead. Right, let's try it again. Let's move this light so we can see. Right, now as you can see, it's facing down, but when I do a wheelie, there you go. That's better, isn't it? What a loonhead, on your own in the woods, talking absolute to a GoPro. Super fun actually. Some of these trails aren't the hardest, but they just come a bit more technical in the dark. The dream would be to ride with my mates, being the fact that we're in a lockdown, close to your home and all that stuff. I'm a bit of a Billy no mate. Let's try and find a few more techie trails. Whoa, it's sketchy. Whoa, there's a dirty puddle there. So you can almost see the importance of having the head torch. A lot of people obviously just have the handlebar mount. The biggest problem with that, you're almost relying on your handlebars to make the turn first before you can see. The advantage you got of the head torch, you know, I'm looking around the turn. Obviously I wouldn't see that jump until I was on it if it wasn't just for the handlebars. I've gone for the bigger lamp on my head. It's all well and good. The only downside with that is the fact that I've had to run the battery pack in a backpack. I think for next time, just for mixing it up, I'll probably have the more powerful torch on my handlebars. How's that for Blair Witch styly? As you guys can see, I've obviously got a helmet light as well. The main reason for that is when you make a turn, you can obviously look down the trail and you can see where you go, much like what you do in the day. The downside of just having a handlebar mount or handlebar light is the fact that you've got to wait for your bars to make the turn first before you can see. Certainly having a handlebar light as well as a helmet light definitely helps. I've obviously gone for the backpack version with the battery in there. I think for next time what I might do is put this light on my frame. So what I mean by that is obviously having the battery wrapped around the frame and then have this light on my handlebars, and then this one just literally chuck it on the top of my head. Right, next track, also blind at night. There you go. Oh, winter conditions. This in the dry would be so good. I'm literally so caked now, which is lovely in 2 degrees. Right, there you go. Could not be dealing with that. So this time of year, it's all well and good. It's a bit dark, bit of a pain in the backside. We've got the lights to rectify that, but one thing we haven't got is dry, dusty trails, and that is the only downside with the fact that your bike just gets absolutely caked and you hear all the drivetrain doing its thing. This track's pretty steep. That's so weird off jumps, because you literally can't see anything. Puddle, puddle. Oh, riding January, it'd be fun, they said. Despite being a Billy no mates at 9:30 in the evening on your own on a Saturday night. Saying that, I'm actually having a real fun time. Pushing up the trail. I'm just going to use this little jump as an example. Not the biggest by any means, but what brings night riding back to life is the fact that it just shows so many more shadows. So as you can imagine, when you're riding down this trail, it literally looks like a jump to the abyss. So super fun. I would definitely recommend that you're hitting trails that you know, because if you rode blind trails for the first time at night, it could be a little dangerous. And just thinking, you know, the number one thing, you don't want to have a big injury to try and escape, evacuate out the forest. Another steep track, we've got 40% battery left. I don't know how slick it's going to be. Oh, that's slick. Oh my God. Not the one on your own. Oh my God. That does not show how mad that track is at this time of day. Look how slick all of that is. Right, let's just push up and get this drop done. A trained stupid idiot, I guess you could call it. I'm struggling to push up. Normally, this would run super well. It's just the fact we've had so much rain, it's just become super slick. How steep it is from there? Probably not on camera. Right, let's go again then. Corner into drop. Oh, there we go, off the drop. Oh my. As I said, normally that'd be absolutely fine. But in these conditions, it's just a little slick. Well, there we go, guys, a little night ride for you. If you've enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you give it a thumbs up. Be sick if you subscribe. Make sure you check out Magic Shine. I'll leave a link in the description. Until the next one, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, yo!